Hi, a lot of you out there are wanting to prevent injuries or to increase your athleticism. And what I found is just doing some simple mobility drills throughout your day or at late at night, later in the evening when you're returning emails or even when you're working. When I'm working, I'm constantly switching from the floor to a good seat to standing. And that's kind of the progression. You always want to be kind of moving and never staying in a static position. I can't remember who said it. It might have been Stuart McGill, but it's the next position. Your best position is your next position, especially if you kind of have back problems like me. So you always want to kind of just go through these drills. You don't want to ever get sore from them. You don't even want to get pain while you're doing them. So you kind of want to move around right before you start to get stiff or feel like you're starting to get pain. Go into the next position. We have around 8 to 10 different positions that I like to do while I'm sitting, like I said, while I'm returning emails or while I'm studying or just even watching TV. But for people who are kind of type A or for who like to get a lot done or who just like to challenge or constantly get better and increase their flexibility and just improve their overall well-being, these are for you. So go ahead and take a crack at them, check them out. This is something that's kind of the evolution has gone from sitting to sitting in a chair to designing chairs so we could sit longer. We realized that didn't work. Now we're going into stand-up desks. Now what I really believe is we're going to probably go down to preschool desks and sit on the floor, just old school style. So beware, be on your guard. Go through these different drills. I found them to be fabulous, great with my clients, great with my own body, but just to keep your body so that it's well oiled and it's well moving and so you can have a high quality of life and have so you can have a high quality movement too. So yeah, here we go.
Get the shoulders away from the ears. Pull the shoulder blades down and together towards your back pockets. Make sure your chin is tucked in and slowly breathe in through your flanks. Grip the floor with your hands. Try to keep your spine as long as you can and breathe through your flanks. Use the front hand to push your body up so your spine is straight. You could use the back hand to kind of push the hip down to stretch the hip. Make sure the spine stays tall. Try to feel this stretch in your biceps or in your pecs, not in the shoulder joint. Try not to slouch. Get your body up as tall as you can. And you could even use your hands to hold yourself up. Make sure that you're pushing your knees to the floor and trying to get as tall as you can. Out, and you could try to move your leg in all different positions so you could get different parts of your hamstring, but make sure you remain tall and pulling the opposite knee to the floor. It's important that you don't jam the knee or hurt the knee, so none of this should cause pain. You could use your hands to support you if you can't sit on your sits bones. Rock forward so you're not on your sacrum, but you're on your sits bones. You may want to make sure that you're not hyperextended. Then you could go into the half lotus if you can. And if you can even do it, try to go into the full lotus. And you want to make sure you do both sides. Find neutral spine so you're not hyperextended or flexed. Make sure that your feet are facing forward. So pull the toes out and sit back on the heels. If this is too painful or if it's too hard, make sure that you put a little pad underneath your knees, or you can double pad it. Make sure your spine is neutral. You can stick your toes underneath you and make sure your heels are facing forward. Here's a quick example of how I just go through my stretches or my mobility drills as I'm on my computer. Obviously, you do not want to do any stretches or stay in a position where you're going to get pain or too much stiffness. So just keep on moving.